Hi, this is Mrs. Allen, and we are going to be talking about balancing chemical equations. In order to begin balancing chemical equations, we have to first remember the law of conservation of mass. The law of conservation of mass says that the total mass of the reactants has to equal the total mass of the products in a chemical reaction. Another way to say this is that mass can neither be created nor destroyed. So any atoms that go into a chemical reaction on the reactant side have to also come out of the chemical reaction on the product side. Here's an example. H2 plus O2 yields H2O. This is not a balanced equation. I know this because there are 2 oxygens on the reactant side, but only 1 on the product side. In order to balance a chemical equation, we need to change the coefficients. And we do this in a little bit of a trial and error fashion. Even though we change coefficients, it's really important to pay attention to the fact that you cannot change a subscript. This little table is one method to help you keep track of the differing number of atoms as you change coefficients. And as we work through this, I'm going to be filling out this table. First thing we need to do is list the elements present in the reaction. We have hydrogen and oxygen. And then we need to count how many atoms of each element are on the reactant side. So we have 2 hydrogens and we have 2 oxygens. Then we count how many atoms of each element are present on the product side. So we have 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Now I can really clearly see that my hydrogens are balanced, but my oxygens aren't. The only way to balance my oxygen is to add a coefficient. So I need to add a coefficient to H2O in order to get 2 oxygens and balance out my oxygens. Now, it seems a little backwards because I've also now thrown my hydrogens out of balance because I can't just add oxygens on the product side. I have to add H2O or water molecules. But I can go back and add a coefficient to my hydrogen gas on the reactant